Tamdhu batch strength number 8. What is this like, and should you be grabbing one? Stay tuned for the Whisky Whistle. Hey, my whiskey people, Mark here for Whisky Whistle on YouTube, sharing a little bit of whiskey awesomeness from South Korea, bringing you Tamdhu, batch number 8. Well, Mark here, thanks for coming along for this little whiskey review. Let's get this poured. So Tamdhu batch strength number 8, 55.8%. And I'll just read this on the back as I'm pouring here. Exclusively matured in sherry oak casks. All right, so this is 100% sherry oak casks. It's also natural in color. Now, is it chill filtered? Let me find out. Well, it talks a lot about a high proportion of first fill. Well, so that's good news. And it goes on here, Tamdhu batch strength 8 is developed by the cask, nothing more, and each drop owes its rich, complex taste to its Oloroso cask home. Okay, and then finally here on the box, but not on the bottle, let me just get this up and close for you, right here. There, it tells us that it is unchill filtered. Okay, so that's good news. So, just like the Glengoyne in the previous review, which is this glass here, it is unchill filtered and natural in color. And the Korean ingredients list also states whiskey 원액 100%, 100% whiskey liquor. So that's good news. Now I can see there's a bit of a color difference. Keep in mind I have added water here, but whoops, let's have a look at the color of the Tamdhu. Definitely a deeper hue. It's got a reddish tinge to it, hasn't it? So in this video, I'll be checking out the nose and the palate and the finish, adding some water and doing it all over again, and finally giving it a Whisky Whistle whiskey score. In the previous video, as I just mentioned, I had the Glengoyne. So I'm going to be comparing these two in a third video that follows, to compare both of these side by side and let you know where you should be spending your money, in my opinion. Anyway, so this is good. And is there anything else I wanted to mention before I get started? What did I pay for this? This was a birthday gift from my mother, and it was on sale for about $130, and then she saved a little bit of the VAT at point of purchase. So I think it was about 125 or 122, roughly about the same price as the Glengoyne. So $130 Canadian, a little bit under $100 American. You can figure out the currency on your own. So let me just get into the nose here. Decidedly more sherry focused. Obviously, this is 100% sherry versus 30%, 33% sherry. Probably plus some refill sherry casks. Very, very oomphy. It's got a lot of oomph. Very fruity. I'm getting the Thompson seedless grapes again. Not the dark black ones, but the golden raisins color. Lots of raisin. a little bit of something like a butter tart, but not the crust, but just the filling, the buttery, raisiny filling. There's something a little bit nutty here. Not quite walnuts. Richer than almonds. Somewhere in between. Okay, well, I've enjoyed that nose long enough. Let's get into the palate. Big cheers to you. Thanks for coming along. I think, as I said already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm just getting back into this, so I need your support. Share the video. And have you tried Tamdhu batch strength number 8? If so, leave a comment. What is your favorite Tamdhu batch strength? Let us know. Sometimes I feel like I sound like Dora. Oh boy. Okay, where was I? The palate. Cheers. Now, roughly the same strength as the Glengoyne. This was 59.5. This is 55.8. But it is much more gentle on the palate. And that's not the casks. It is, in my opinion, the distillate. So I think our friend here, Sandy McIntyre, is doing a great job keeping those stills nice and slow. That's the distillery manager at Tamdhu. And then over here at Glengoyne, we've got Robbie Hughes, who is the distillery manager. And I think Robbie Hughes and Sandy McIntyre need to chat a little bit. It's the same company. They're both Ian MacLeod whiskeys, which I'm really happy that they're looking after these brands. But I think that Glengoyne needs a little bit of some finessing in the still, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Anyway, back into that palate. Very enjoyable, very approachable, sippable at cask strength, which I think is very telling of the quality of a whiskey. Again, a fruit and nut compote. We've got the Thompson seedless raisins. We have some well steeped apricots, that nutty component, and some candied orange peel. And I really want to avoid looking at the tasting notes. Oh no, they're all over the place. I gotta get rid of this thing. It talks about honeycomb. I don't get that. No, there's no honey here. Okay, one more time with the palate. Where the Glengoyne was very dry, this is considerably less so. It's still got some dryness, but just a dollop. Beautiful, sweet, zesty, orange reduction, chocolatey, 13, 14, 15. Whoops, that was maybe 16 drops. That's okay. I think that's all it's going to need. And I think I think that's something that you'll discover. Now, let me get into the specifics about the Glengoyne in the next video, but I'm certainly happy that I bought both of these. Or, well, I got the birthday gift from the one side from my mom. Cheers, Mom. Thank you. And the other one. And I have to say also, just before I get into here, this Tamdhu with the water, but probably you're noticing there's been some deep discounts where you're from. Probably not Manitoba, because Manitoba does not do deep discounts on anything over $50, $60, $70. And you're lucky to get 10% off on, excuse me, say something like, I don't know, Johnny Walker Black Label. You might get $5 off. Pardon me. Let me just cleanse the palate. But Alberta, you get big discounts sometimes. Funnily, Ontario also does some nice discounts time and time again. Okay, so I got that 1 milliliter of water added here. The nose is sweeter. A little bit more of the candied orange, chocolate covered candy orange slices. A little bit of that dried orange peely type of a dry scent. Those Thompson seedless are still coming through here. And on the palate, really hit the mark here with that exactly, well, just about 1 milliliter of water added. Just barely nudging the alcohol down a little bit and blossoming the fruit. It's almost like blooming. It's like I've bloomed something. You know, the way you bloom cocoa powder, for example. Zesty. That a little bit of orange rind. Some stewed fruits there. The Thompson seedless. And look at that. I think I've already had more of this than the Glengoyne. I forgot how much I enjoy that. They've both been open roughly the same amount of time. This has been open since the middle of February. For the Tamdhu, and maybe sometime in March for the Glengoyne. Maybe I'll just set that here so you know what's coming next. There's no burn at all on the palate from the liquor. So well done with the Tamdhu. Final sip here. Beautiful, beautiful sherried whiskey. So the Whisky Whistle whiskey score for Tamdhu batch strength number 8. What is that going to be, folks? It's going to be 86 out of 100. You heard it, 86 out of 100 is the Whisky Whistle whiskey score for Tamdhu batch strength number 8. Let me know your thoughts on that bottle. What are your tasting notes? Please share them in a comment. and my mind was just taken aback by the fact that the Glengoyne has French on the back of the label, which is quite funny. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. 86 points for the Tamdhu. And the previous video, which you should watch, of the Glengoyne cask strength, was at 82 points. So let me know your thoughts here. What do you rate these at, and your tasting notes. And in the next video, I'm just going to compare these one more time in a short little video and see how we're doing. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Cheers, folks. I'll see you very soon. It's Mark. You're watching Whisky Whistle. We'll see you next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.